Go. All right, so in this one, we're playing Terran Protoss, and we're playing against Protoss Terran. So we've already had a battle at the front that we managed to just barely survive. At this point, we have 4 carriers left, and we are heading up to this base to try to take out the expansion. So I've got the 4 carriers. I'm coming up that way. They've obviously got a lot more. We didn't know at the time, but they have a lot more than we do. What time are you at?
17:02.
I got out of sync a little bit. I'm at 17:13. Okay, so I'm coming up on it. I recognize that they got too many forces and I have to blink right out of there. Now this is when we use the mothership to blink in the early point. What time are you at?
17:23.
Okay. All right, so now I'm back home. I realize they've got a lot more forces than we do, but luckily my partner at this point has some more carriers for me. So what I'm going to do is take the entire force, leave the mothership there, so I can blink back if I have to. But I'm going to try and head out and get the expansion again. I'm hoping at this point maybe they've sent the fleet out and I can slip back in and surprise them. I'm going to go ahead and take out the Noggle again, see if I can shut it down, which they didn't have, but they were coming to get it. So I took that out, but it did give them a little warning, so I tried to juke. I thought this might confuse them if they were expecting me to come, but it didn't.
The mothership was at 119 when you left, and how many recalls do you
Takes
get?
a full 100.
Mm-hmm.
But if it gets to 200, I can blink twice or recall twice. So here I go. I'm trying to creep around that expansion this time. I think maybe if I come around it from behind, I can take it out. And this, I think, is also when I find the other expansion just behind it. So now I've got more carriers. I come in again, and dang it, they're still all here with a ton of stuff. I don't have a chance, so I got to blink out again quick. And we lose a carrier in that one, so things definitely aren't looking great for us at this point. I'm a little bit worried. Back at the front and safe, though. That is the one nice thing about this. At least you get out of there and can get another minute to think about it. So I'm a little bit distracted at this point, frustrated on how we're going to get them. So I believe I tell my partner to try to take something out and go distract them at one of the other bases. And I don't know if you already have a Dark Templar at this point, or if this is when you start building them. Okay, well, I get some more carriers at least from you. I let the mothership charge up a little. As you can see now, it's just about up to 90. So I feel comfortable when it gets that close that I'm going to head across the map, and by the time I get into trouble, it'll be back to 100. I can recall if I have to. But, of course, it's doing us absolutely no good if we can't actually take out an expansion. But I know I'm not going to go for that other one. 3 times not always a charm. So
right,
they've
got all their forces there protecting it, anticipating you coming back on it.
And all I need at this point with this many carriers, and I know is going to be, I make sure they don't have the Noggle, otherwise it's going to ruin it, and I know I'll expect them all waiting there for me. But with this many carriers, I probably need about 15 seconds to take out a base.
Okay,
so
I've got you.
If they're all at the other base,
you're coming up on it right now.
Chance.
2055.
So
you're on the Nexus.
Here we go, coming right up on it, and here we go. Let's see how many seconds it takes to take it out. Not many.
Took 5 seconds.
Wow, at that point I can get it, and then look at this. Now that makes them angry. Here they come. So now we had some success. Now that hurts. They've just lost an expansion. It cost them not only the money, but all that mining, and look at it, moved all of their forces. So I'm back at the front. I'm comfortable. We had some success. So I think this is when I tell you to get something to use as diversion here.
Yep.
We're at 2140. And
that's our three rushes. Here comes another battle. So why don't we stop
Here they come.
Right
now this is when I saw them, and I realized it was all happening. So we're going to have another huge battle at the front here, underneath the mothership with the cannons, everything. This is the fight, everything.
Actually, they're coming to my secondaries, the butterfly, the stalkers, and Marines.
We get 2. We've got the mother. Look at, we got the air trying to corral me, but with the mother there, I'm able to pretty much decimate them without really a lot of effort. So now I come over to try to save you.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, this is when you're getting torn apart. I'm still worried about more air at this point, but he doesn't seem to have any. So now I come over to help you with the mothership. Take out a few butterflies on the way. Whoa, his whole force. That's when he surprised me, because I expected the mothership, but they got distracted by those other forces.
Yeah,
this could have gotten bad here for a minute.
Hate the mothership
yeah, so I had to run. I realized I needed to get out of there, and luckily I had time to do it. Yeah, this was touch and go for a little while. We both lost a lot, but I still felt like in the end we came out of it better than they did. So we finally chased them off again. At this point, I figured they're probably hurting pretty good. We still probably have a little bit better forces than they do, but I didn't expect them to have as much as they do have. If you look up north, you can see the entire Air Force are still accumulating up there.
Shall we wrap it up there?
But you had 4 more, and you had Invisible. You had Dark Templars at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I think that shows you how you can hold them off, and you can use the carrier force to maintain your defensive front there. So, all right, we'll give you another one on the next lesson.
Till next
Thanks,
time.
guys.
All right.